I just built a complete AI voice agent that does appointments. It does service inquiry, and it only took me 2 hours to build. You can literally get this implemented into your business within the next day. It has real value to it. Statistics show that businesses lose up to 30% of potential customers who can't reach them immediately. That could be $20,000 for a barbershop. It could be $100,000 for a dental practice. It could be $200K for a consulting firm. Are you willing to lose that much when you can build a simple solution and spend 2 hours of your time that can book appointments autonomously, add that to your calendar, and also provide users or your customers or prospects, leads, whatever you want to call them. You want to give them some overview of the services that you provide. That's also something that this voice agent offers. So this is a very good prospect treating agent, I would call it, and it definitely will help. So let me show you exactly how I built this. So obviously this is mainly the appointment setting agent. That is what I initially came into this as, but then I later on branched into the service inquiry. But so first there's getting the current time. So obviously the user would speak in natural language as if they're talking to a human. Like they would say, hey, can I book an appointment in like maybe next Saturday? But the AI agent would not know what next Saturday is or in what time zone they're speaking. So this is a very useful starting step for our voice agent. And then it's just a simple message. And so for our case, I built this for a barbershop, a hypothetical barbershop that I just called the Big Barber. And it just says, would you like to book an appointment or know more about our services? So then what happens is we take this entire reply that the user says, or which will be saved as a transcript because it's a voice agent, and we pass it on to this large language model, this LLM, this AI, and we give the AI this prompt. We go here, and this is the prompt. Your job is to take in what the user has said and evaluate whether the user asked to book an appointment or inquire more about the services. So this is simple. And then I just say this is what the user has said, and I just pass in that variable which is the full reply that the user has said. So I said only output 0 if the user wants to book an appointment, output only 1 if the user wants to know more about the services. So this is and then it moves on to a pretty simple conditional statement. So so it says if user initial need is 1, then it moves to the service inquiry agent. If it's 0, it continues to the appointment setting workflow. So then it asks, what day would you like to book your appointment? And this is still a workflow step. We still haven't reached this AI agent here. So then it moves to the determine start time. So you can read over the prompt here. So this is what the user requested, which was the last utterance. That's what we saved it as. So the last utterance, which is this variable, contains the information of which day that the user would like to book their appointment. So then we give this AI prompt the prompt of this is what the user requested, and here is the current date time. So just the simple JavaScript function that allows it to know what the current date is and the current day of the week as well. And we output only the date time in UTC, nothing else, starting from 1 a.m. Pretty self-explanatory. Then we have the create end time, which is this simple expression. So this, we're turning this value into an ISO string, which that's out of the scope of this video. You can do some research, but just this simple expression that I can just paste in the description if you guys want. Then this is the actual like API step. I added this cool logo because we are using cal.com ultimately, because we need some platform that we can communicate to, because delegating creating the tasks directly into Google Calendar is more challenging than using a third-party service like cal.com and adding it there. So that's what I ended up doing, and I used cal.com to do so. So we do all of this variable mapping, and you can have a read over it. But the main thing is this JavaScript function. I'll scroll through it a bit slowly. You can have a read through it. So what it basically is doing is talking to the API and then getting the information that is all the available times on the day that the user requested. Remember the last utterance? It looks that whole day and then saves it to this success variable if there is availability, or no availability on that day into the no availability variable. And the error if the API does not work for some reason, like maybe they updated the API. So yeah. So it's a simple JavaScript function. Relatively simple. Then if it's a success, we can move on to our actual agent. So this agent, it's a pretty long prompt, and I use Markdown because that's a proven technique that helps AI make better responses. And I pass in this converted availability, which is the actual what the available time frames are, and we give some examples, questions, answers, so that the agent knows exactly what to do and when to do it. So you can read through this prompt as well. It's a pretty comprehensive prompt that I took some time building, and there's 3 parts that it can pass through. There is a continue appointment booking service path, there's a service inquiry path, and there's the end conversation path. So what is a continue appointment booking service path? And why would let's go back a bit. Let's step back. Why did I build an agent instead of doing a normal workflow like I did until now? Because an agent has a task, and it will keep going back and forth with the user until it completed that task, and either end the conversation or continue, which are basically these parts. So it'll keep going back and forth until it has the exact information it needs to continue the workflow. So that's what I wrote. So the LLM description for this path was, when the user has completely confirmed their selected time, continue in this path. This must only be triggered if the user has a time that they're happy with and that time slot is available. And we give the available time slots with the JSON data. JSON is just another JavaScript object that we get back from the cal.com API from the previous step. We pass that in. We pass in the last utterance, which was when the user wanted the appointment, and then they keep going back and forth until the agent finds the right time to book an appointment. To book an appointment, that's a later step though. So the required variables are the selected time variable, and this variable is just, pretty as the name suggests, it is a selected time that the customer selected in the voice call. Then there's a service inquiry. So this was a scenario where if the customer's actually, I think I want to know more about the services before I would like to book an appointment with you guys, then it takes us all the way back to the service agent, and then that also has the ability to connect back to the appointment setter agent. So it's interconnected and more robust, so there's no errors. And there's the end conversation. Like, imagine the user's like, okay, yup, actually, I don't want to book an appointment now. I'm pretty busy. Can I talk to you later? Then that's when the agent is like, okay, this person would like to talk later. And then it confirms with them. That's why I said 100% would like to end the conversation. There's no required variables, and then it just ends the conversation. So, it ends the conversation, and oh, sorry, this should be connected to the service inquiry agent. Yep. And then, yeah, and then it goes to here. So, set selected time, which was the variable that this agent had to fill in, the required variable. And this is also another LLM prompt. So based on the availability provided, the user provided the time, available times are converted availability. User confirmation is the selected time that they did. Only output the timestamp in the ISO format that is basically the crux of this. Do not include the Z at the end. That's just a common thing in the ISO formatting. If no year is provided, assume the year is 2025 because, well, at the time of recording, it's 2025. And then it says, great, can I get a name for your booking? It's just a simple message step. And then we listen out for the name and we exit the scenario. Pretty simple stuff. And then we go there. We converted the selected time that the user has said back into our time zone. And if there's an error, basically every error is just, unfortunately, doesn't look like, oh, sorry, it's this one. Let's try again. So any errors go there. If it's a success, we continue with the workflow. So we go back to this JavaScript. So field stringify. What we're doing is stringify is like a function that allows us to convert this JSON object, which is an object, into a string. And that's basically all we're doing here. And then there's the actual API call again with cal.com, which allows us to actually book the appointment and block out that time for you, so that you know someone's there. So this is more JavaScript. I'll just quickly scroll through. There's these event type IDs. It's from one of the first few steps, the first cal.com API call. And if it's a success, then we move on. Awesome, your appointment's scheduled. We'll give you a call, then have a great day, and then we just end the conversation. So that's pretty interesting as it is. That's the more interesting one, in my opinion. Then we have the simpler one, which is the services inquiry agent. So if the user initial need is 1, we go down to the inquiry agent. And this is also one of the comprehensive prompts that I spent a lot of time on. So we give it a role, we give it a task, we give it some specifics, we give it some context on what it is, we give some examples on how the conversation flow will be, and we also give it access to the knowledge base. So in Voiceflow, they have this great knowledge base system where we can upload some docs. So this was just some PDF that I generated with AI because obviously it's a hypothetical company, but it's just some random placeholder data that the AI agent has access to. So we gave it access to the knowledge base, and therefore it can properly answer these questions. And then it has an appointment pathway, which again redirects it back to the appointment setter agent, or it can end the conversation. So that is the entire flow, and it's not too complex, but it's pretty doable, if I say. And now I'll show you a live demo to see how it works. Yeah, so I just grabbed my phone. Yeah. So let's just give my phone a call. So send a call.
Welcome to the Big Barber. Would you like to book an appointment or know more about our services?
Let's start with services first, and then we can redirect to appointment. Yeah, can I please know more about your services, please? So now it gets
Absolutely.
routed to
I'd be
the
happy to tell you about our services at the Big Barber.
services
We
agent.
offer a comprehensive range of grooming services for men. Our main haircut services include classic men's haircut for $35, premium men's haircut for $50, which includes a hot towel treatment, senior haircut for those 65 and older at $28, youth haircut for 12 and under at $25, buzz cut for $20. For facial hair services, we provide full beard trim for $20, mustache trim for $10, beard shape and style for $25, hot towel shave for $40, beard and mustache combo for $28. We also offer specialty services like eyebrow trim for $8, nose and ear hair trim for $5, hot towel treatment as an add-on for $12, hair wash and style for $15. Our popular package deals include the Works package with hair.
Oh, okay, that's fantastic. Okay, now I'm really interested in booking an appointment. So can we do that? So there's an advantage with an agent. It'll decipher what we're saying, even though
I'd be happy to help you with that.
our intent
Would you
is
like me to connect
not
you with our
related.
appointment booking system to schedule your visit? What day would you like to book your appointment?
Can I book my appointment on Saturday?
I'll help you book an appointment for this Saturday. Based on our current availability, here are 3 time slots for you to choose from. I have openings on Saturday at 12:30 p.m., 2 p.m., 4:30 p.m. Do any of those times work for you?
Yeah, so I set that exact range as my availability. Yeah, I think 2 p.m. works perfectly for me. Could we proceed with that?
Great. I'll help you book the appointment for Saturday at 2 p.m. Great. Can I get your name for the booking?
Yeah, my name is Rishi, Rishi. My last name is Maruvada, Maruvada.
Thank you. Let me schedule your appointment now. Awesome. Your appointment is scheduled. We'll give you a call then. Have a great day.
Yeah, so I don't know if you can see, but immediately there's a notification saying 30-minute meeting between Rishi and Rishi Maruvada. And I can even show you on my calendar. So right here, 30-minute meeting between Rishi Maruvada and Rishi Maruvada. So 2 to 2:30, because I set my appointment intervals at 30 minutes. So I mean, what else would we want? We have this perfect agent set up, and yeah, it's good. And as you know, like looking at the stats in the beginning, this is giving you a lot more revenue, and it's also giving you a lot more customers as well. Thanks for watching, and if you like me to build you guys solutions for your business of like voice agents or customer support chatbots on your website, I can build them for you, and just shoot me an email and we'll be in touch.